Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Please ignore the super bad lighting. It is very hot here today. It's also raining, and then it gets sunny, and then it starts raining again. There's thunder. It's a mess out there. I don't know what's going on. But today I want to start a discussion. Um, I don't know if I'm going to read this book this month or next month, but I picked up 13 Reasons Why today. And I watched the show, and this is the show tie-in. It has photographs from it. Let me get it not reflecting light. Um, and it has interviews with the cast and producers by the author. And the author is Jay Asher. And I have a lot of opinions about the show. Let's put it that way. Um, Not necessarily all poor opinions, but I'm hoping that the book will elaborate on certain things that I really disliked in the show. Um, I watched a few videos here on YouTube about the differences between the book and the show. Um, One of them is that the book only takes place over a day. It's not the week or whatever that it is in the show, which I can understand. Um, I love that sound. That kind of new book sound. That's probably really annoying for some people, and I'm really sorry, but I love that sound. Um, yeah, I have a lot of opinions about this, and I know it has a lot of mixed reviews, and it has a lot of controversy around it. Both the book and the show. The show mostly, though. So I want to discuss with all of you if you liked the book, if you hated the book, if you liked the show, if you hated the show. I just want to talk about that. Um, like I said, I have a lot of opinions. I know that there was, and this is getting into spoilers for the show, so if you haven't seen the show, if you haven't read the book, um, on the show, they graphically show Hannah's suicide, which is something that when you're making a show aimed for teenagers, experts do suggest that you don't graphically show the suicide, you don't romanticize it, you don't make it glamorous. And I do feel that the show did that with Hannah's suicide. And that's just a stylistic choice. It was a very hard thing to watch, but I do appreciate Netflix putting warnings on the beginning of certain episodes when there were certain traumatic things happening. That's always good for people who have problems coping with that. Um, I don't know. I'm excited and not excited because, like I said, I have mixed feelings about the show, and I think one of the worst things, I guess, is I didn't find Hannah to be a sympathetic character on the show, and I'm hoping that this delves into it a little bit better, but I'm honestly not that hopeful. Um, there was a point, and again, spoilers for the show, probably the book, when can't even remember these characters' names, but the one kid died in the car crash, and Hannah goes up to Clay, and she wants to confess that her and that other girl broke the stop sign. But Clay had a really good point. He's like, he said something along the lines of, Hannah can't handle when there's drama that's not about her. And that's how it felt through a lot of the show. Like, there was a lot of points where Hannah didn't have a horrible home life, and her mother and father really tried to talk to her. But there's only so much an adult can do if, their kid doesn't talk to them. You can't force a person to talk to you. And I think Hannah had the resources within her own family that if she was suffering from depression, um, and in this case, I don't think it was situational depression. I think it was clinical. There was a brain chemistry thing, not, I'm very upset at this moment or I'm having these issues and problems in my life and it's making me depressed. I think it was the more chemical imbalance. Um, so yeah, I want Hannah to be a sympathetic character in this. I didn't even really like Clay. I didn't think he was a particularly sympathetic character. I think the only one that I kind of liked was Zach, this kid here. Uh, yeah. Because he was, like, nice to Hannah, but he didn't want to deal with her crazy. And I know that sounds horrible, but these are high school kids. And nobody is, obligated to take care of you, especially at that age. Another thing that really bothered me about the show, and it's just, I understand why they cast the way they do, and they usually cast older, 20-somethings as teenagers, but oh my god, all these these teenagers walking around with tattoos that look 10, 15 years old, that really bugs me. Like, either all these parents don't care, or all these parents are just like signing permission slips for these 15 to 16-year-olds to be getting tattoos. It kind of breaks the high school, and they're not like crappy basement tattoos. I mean, they're professional artwork. The one kid there, he has stars on his neck. Um, in the show, and it's like those are professional grade tattoos, and they look like they've been on his skin for 10 years, and it just bugs me, especially if I, with my limited makeup skills, can make my tattoos go away. I'm sure makeup artists for a probably fairly large budget um, Netflix television show could, you know, do the makeup to get rid of the tattoos. But I guess that's a little nitpicky as far as the show goes. But yeah, so give me your opinions down below. I want to know. I want to know what you think. Um, if you've read the book, if you've just seen the TV show, if you've done both. Um, yeah, let me know. And I will start reading it, and I will probably do updates on reading it and all that fun stuff. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.